Keeping on the come up with a 211 in my mind, persuaded by the devil, gripping on my black plastic now. Searching for a lick that I can hit with murder in my soul. Swinging, banging corners in the 67 Elko.
A lot of things would change, both big and small. First of all, Luffy would learn hockey a lot sooner than he did in the current story, and by the time he reaches his current age, he would be a hockey specialist. He probably wouldn't have his fruit, but his high level of hockey would make it up for it. Next, he would probably never meet Ace and Sabo, at least not as a kid. He might meet Ace if he still joined Whitebeard pirates, but unless Shanks is somehow allied with the Revolutionary Army, the chance of him meeting Sabo is slim. Moreover, Garp would be really pissed at Shanks for taking Luffy on his crew, so I would imagine that he would have no qualms about attacking Red Hair pirates in order to save Luffy. Now, Shanks at that time probably wasn't as he is now, and Garp was still old, but a little bit stronger than he is now, so I imagine him and Shanks being on relatively the same level. So, unless Luffy somehow interfered, I don't see Red Hair pirates surviving, especially if Garp brought other vice admirals with him. But, most importantly, a lot of characters' fates would be different. Luffy would probably eventually want to split from Shanks and make his own path once the desire to become the Pirate King gets into his head, if it does, of course. And how many old members of the Straw Hat Pirate would eventually get into his crew is questionable. It all depends on the time Luffy decides to leave the crew. I imagine it would somewhere in the Grand Line. That means that a lot of earlier Straw Hat members would meet different ends. Zoro would die crucified. Nami would be killed by Buggy. Sanji would be captured by the Germa 66 and killed at the wedding. You get the idea? Not to mention all the people Luffy met on his journey whose lives were changed. I hope I helped.